Why, hello everyone, T-Man978. Welcome to another chill review. I got this figure for my birthday all the way back in March from No Effort Randomness, fellow subscriber like you. But anyway, I never reviewed this because I have a problem that a lot of people want to have. Some of them, they do actually have this problem. I got too many toys and it just fell through the cracks. But anyway, as you can see, the thing looks awesome. I have him on this small Bandai stand, and I got one of these things going up his back because the regular stand port thingy, the stand peg wouldn't go in his, it would go in the back crack, but it wasn't staying. But as you can see, this guy skips nothing day, and he's big and beefy. He's 6.5 inches tall. No, he doesn't fit in with your Dragon Stars. Probably. I don't know. I don't collect those. I never know what to talk about first in these videos, but let's just show you this. He comes with this head on, which looks like that. And apparently, let me show you the articulation. It's on like a ball post, but the neck is also on its own separate ball. So you get a lot of that. And apparently this is a new system right there for removing heads. And all of his other heads come on a post that looks like this. You pop it off and it mimics that peg right there. I don't believe you can actually put this inside of his neck. No, that's an actual ball on the bottom. So this isn't like a replacement or something. So I don't even know why they went out of their way to put the heads on their own pegs. That's weird. But here you are with the eyes. Depending on how you have them angled, one thing I don't like is depending on how you look at it, the little white dot on his eyes, that's supposed to just be the light glowing on his eye, or his irises, that looks like the irises, but it's actually the whole black part is just what you're supposed to be seeing. But depending on how you look at it, it looks like the white dot is the pupil I meant to say. So it looks like he's looking off to the right when he's actually just looking straight ahead, depending on how you look at this. You might think I'm just crazy. He comes with 3 different face options. I'm going to be switching them out as well as different sets of hands. Pay attention while I'm doing this. I'm going to be swapping them at the same time. You just pull the hand straight off of the peg if you don't know how that works. And it's a double ball post underneath. So you have your typical charge up hands that are shaped like this, or maybe they could just be regular martial arts style hands, or grabbing and catching hands to catch the power and whatnot. You know what I mean. Here's another set of hands, and I hope y'all paying attention to the faces as well as I've been doing this. I swapped it last time, so push play back if you didn't see. So this is typically when they're like shooting some power off or something, or also still blocking a power, or pretend he's casually bitch slapping Vegeta. Then he has these grippy hands, which one is permanently attached to Super Saiyan God Blue, Super Saiyan Goku's hair right there. It attaches to that figure, which I don't own. He also has this powered up fist right here with an optional fireball right there, so you can charge that up even more. And after that, there's one last accessory. For this one, we need to actually detach his freaking biceps from his shoulders. Oh, come on. I don't think I've ever done this yet on this figure, so that one came off easy. Ah, crap. That don't sound good. Hold on. But basically, in this is going to be a struggle. We need to grab his arms, make sure they're in the correct orientation, and plug them into the shoulder pegs, which is always easier freaking said than done. Yeah, there we go. And for this, we're going to want a basic head. And here's something I'll complain about. For whatever reason, the head seems to come off of this peg way easier than it comes off of these pegs just that you store it on. That's kind of frustrating. I mean, it stays on good enough, but it slips off sometimes when you don't want it to. But I think he looks good and looks representative of the cartoon. Let me get into the articulation, because the molding, sculpting, all that junk is good. Look at the definition of his butt. He has muscles every freaking where. Alright, now let's go over the head again. So you can look up decently, look down a lot. The head can pivot all on the ball joint, plus the neck moves at the base. The neck doesn't seem, yeah, it can rotate if you desperately want the anatomy to look as accurate as humanly possible, or whatever race he is. Shoulders go up and down like that. I believe this part of the shoulder moves independently of everything. So it's on, I don't know what type of system, but it can come out and you see that sculpting continues and the paint continues. And it can go down and up. But also there's a post going into the arm that allows the actual arm, independent of this little structure. It can go up and back and forth and whatnot. Plus you can rotate it because it's a post. And there's a hinge that makes the shoulder go out like that. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow, which has that sculpting in there so it won't look incomplete. But a lot of y'all didn't say it was universal, but this is a double ball post right there in the hand. So depending on what you want, you'll have to use different hands because they have varying degrees of tilt on them. Of course, the torso is on its own ball. It might be a double ball post. I can't, and there's the head slipping off. I see a post going down into the body on a ball, so you get a lot of range with just that. And then this is on some type of ball. I wouldn't suggest turning it crazy, but you see it is capable of doing that. That feels scary, to be honest. Legs go out to there, sculpting in there to complete that. Kick forward, kick back a little bit. There typically is no drop down hinges in Dragon Ball figures for whatever reason. You get the thigh swivel, double jointed knees with the same type of sculpting the elbows have, and the ankles, the ankle is on a universal joint, so there we go with that. Ankle's kind of loose, to be honest. The toe comes forward and that's a bit loose too as well. Everything mostly moves smoothly. The only thing that gives you any struggle is the torso articulation, which, as you can see, as you can hear, doesn't sound too good. Here he is next to Goku and Vegeta, 21 and Boo, Synthetic Human, and Snake Eyes, Worthy Cap, and Cyberverse Adventures Bumblebee. So I'm trying to get a pose for this guy. Noticing that this arm falls off a lot easier than it was earlier, and I did have issues getting it off. I realized that it's broke. There's that little peg right there is supposed to have, let's do it on this, let's show you over here. It looks like this on this side, and it doesn't look like that over here. So the top of that is stuck into his arm cavity. So that's unfortunate. It stays on decently, but while I'm posing it, it will be likely to fall off. Before I drive myself crazy trying to perfect this pose, the figure is great. Only problem is stuff like the ankle's been a little bit loose. The hands come off of that ball joint a little bit easier than I want when I'm trying to do certain poses, because it's only like a short double ball post, so depending on how you try to flex the hand out, it has a tendency of popping off. And the head definitely comes off with that connector easy. I think my friend Joe had the problem where his arm broke. Something broke on his figure and he sent it back. I think I'm past the limitation because I took so long to do this review and actually try that out. So, yeah. I'm probably gonna have to just live with that. But I'll find out. But it stays on there. Like I said, it's not too big of a crazy deal, but yeah, that's not ideal for a figure to break doing one of the things that it's meant to do. But the sculpt is good, and it's not really expensive in a grand scheme of things when it comes to S.H.Figuarts. I think this guy can be found for like $50 or whatever, and when you look at S.H.Figuarts and what they come with and whatnot, that's pretty cheap. He might get even cheaper since people want the exploded shirt version more for whatever reason. I kinda like this. But anywho, it's a good figure. Like I've been saying, the head is prone to getting dirty while you're messing with it. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978, out of here. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.